Top of the night, people. I'm gonna be brief. We gonna talk about it.
I'm unmoved by white tears. Most of us are unmoved by white tears because we don't actually think they're real. It's a performance. It's a switch that you turn on because you know that we have been socialized to see you as more human and of more value. So whatever it is you think and whatever it is you feel, we are supposed to respond to it. Y'all don't respond to black women crying the same way. Nobody does. Nobody does. The minute a white woman cries, the world has to stop. Oh my God, what's wrong with you, baby? Black women cry, we could be rolling around on the ground screaming. And you are moved because you've been socialized not to see us as human beings. Fuck. Our tears don't matter to you, but a white woman, and y'all know that shit. That's why I'm not here for the fragility. You know that. And so you very deliberately turn the shit on as a way to avoid accountability. Yep. Purposefully. That's not fragility. That's manipulation. That's strategic. That's diabolical. That's not fragility. And so this notion of white fragility is supposed to tell us what? We're supposed to let you off the hook because you can't handle it? No, you don't want to. And every time we hold your feet to the fire, all of a sudden, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. You didn't have to know. And now that I'm trying to make you know, you want to cry so we can end the conversation. This is how you run away. So how do I hold you accountable if you're all up in your feelings? How come I don't get to be in my feelings? I'm sitting here telling you about generations of your people, your ancestors killing mine. How come I don't get to turn tears on and move you? Sounds like I should be the one crying, no? Mm-hmm. Sounds like those tears should be mine. Sounds like the fragility might be mine, but no, I gotta be strong. Look at me. I gotta sit here and this is the thing that really pisses me off. In your tears, you now expect me to hold your hand and rub your back and make you feel better because you're crying. Again, you're centered. Your experiences are more important than mine. That shit is diabolical. I'm not here for it.
So, I agree with the sister. I agree with the sister. Society is psychologically programmed and trained to not have no affection or no empathy or no sympathy towards black people. Not that I want it, not that I need it. They have been conditioned and manipulated to believe that, people of Euro descent, Caucasus descent is just like these good, innocent people. I'm not saying there aren't any, because there are. There's good in every race. There's bad in every race. There's good in every ethnicity. There's bad in every ethnicity. There's good in every religion. There's bad in every religion. There's good and bad in everything. But when I'm on the Q train and I'm on the X train and the Z train and I see the interracial couples and it's always like the white guy with the Asian lady or the white guy with the East Indian lady, or it's always the East Indian or Asian man with the white lady. Those three, they try to stick together a lot. The Asians, the whites, and the East Indians. You'll see it a lot on the 7 train, the Q train. Once a black come on there, they'll tolerate like a Latino because, they pale skin. When a black come on there, especially when I come on there, like they see the alphaness. And you see they'll be staring or they'll act like they, scared or shit like that. And I'll be like, yo, these people are psychologically conditioned. It's bigger than racism. It's bigger than classism. Blacks is demonized in the whole narrative of things. And she said it. She said, yeah, y'all trained to see us as not human. I agree with her, but I embrace that part. I'm not human. I'm a human, meaning I'm a man of color. color, man. I'm man, but I'm not a human. And when y'all study, y'all see that y'all not human. Blacks is not human. So people say, what are we? We have extraterrestrial elements in us. We have celestial elements in us. And celestial elements consist of high iron, high melatonin. Because when you study the universe and you study the 7 ether realms and you study the galaxy, you'll know the reason why there's more darkness than light is because the universe is melanated. The stars is not what dictates the universe. The blackness is what dictates that universe. And scientists who don't lie, scientists who's being upright and real honest, they'll tell you the black part of the universe, those are the ether realms. And the melanin is the most important part, not the stars. People always gazing at the stars. The stars is like microcosms. But she's right though. You know, they Jedi mind trick you with the emotions and the crying and the playing victim. But really, you know, not everybody, but a lot of them individuals done indulged in the darkest things. Cannibalism, decapitation of blacks, buck breaking, tar and feathering, hangings, lynchings, rapes, charring blacks and eating them, all type of stuff. Kind of similar like what Hitler did with the Jews when he was making picture frames out of them and putting them in microwaves and making ashtrays out of them, but they did it a little different with us, the Europeans, the colonizers. But that was a good spill on the sister to speak on that, you know, because these is things that society ignoring. A lot of people is ignoring. I don't know if people want to escape reality, but it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. So I want to elaborate on something else real quick.
Judge Jackson has a marvelous legal education. Judge Jackson has a marvelous legal education. She has a vast practical experience, something I think is a real plus. I will vote no.
I can say definitively that I like her. I think she's a good person, but I cannot support her.
She seems like a wonderful human being. She comes with some impressive qualifications academically and professionally. I will vote no.
And indeed, she has a very impressive resume. I am certainly going to vote no.
I mean, she's the realization of an American dream. So
I will not be supporting her nomination.
I enjoyed the opportunity to meet her family. They obviously are and should be proud of her achievements. I can't support her nomination.
Very gifted person. She's fought hard to be where she's at in life. I'll vote no. I'm the first time I've ever voted against any Supreme Court nominee.
So, those of y'all that's not in tune, Judge Jackson is the black lady that got the white husband that Biden want to put in position to be the Supreme Court leader. All these white political figures in power spoke highly of her. You know, they praised her, but they not voting for her. That's called being on code. When people's being on code, they unified and they stick together because they have a bigger agenda. They know how to stick to the script because there's a greater narrative. And I kind of agree with them on this one because we're caught up in color. Oh, the Supreme Court Justice, the Supreme Judge of America is going to be black. That don't mean nothing. Her husband is white. People going to say, oh, what does that mean because her husband is white? She's no longer black. No, she's still black. But she's only black in skin because black is a state of mind. There's two types of black. There's black in color, and then there's black in state of mind. There's two types of white. There's white in color, and then there's white in state of mind. There's whites in color with black state of minds. There's blacks in color with white state of minds. So 9 out of 10, this judge has a white state of mind. And she's going to be Biden's vessel or utensil to carry out his deeds and his agendas and his plans. And these individuals know it. And they will not allow her. They will not vote to grant her power and allow her to be in that position where she'll come for them. Because there's two types of Americas. There's the America that oppresses us and steals our liberties and go to war with all the countries around the world and conquer and plunder and deal with capitalism and stuff like that. Then there's the other America where these people is patriots. They know their rights. They know their laws. They came here. They descendants of the vagabonds. They're descendants of the Euro degenerates that came here, that was criminals like Columbus and all them. And they came here for freedom. They came here for liberty. And they want to live their liberty. They want to live their freedom. These are the people they call good old boys, or the people they say is militias, or the people they say is racist. You know, because they was, you know, during Trump reign, these people was voting for Trump. But these people is not racist. They understand the Constitution, and they are holding the standard and trying to hold the government accountable to these constitutional rights that we were granted. So they know the law. They really know what's going on. Black people is the only ones that's oblivious. But anyway, stay tuned, man. The wise survive and the dumb succumb. Stay up like a cup of holler back on my collar crack. We get up like sit-ups. We'll talk later. I just wanted to bring these two situations to your attention. Iron, oxygen, uno.